What's good, YouTube? Your boy Bossco back again with another video, actually a live stream. Hopefully you're having a good day wherever you are in the world. It is earlier in the day. This is spur of the moment. I was running around doing a few things. I was actually going to try to catch Cool's live earlier, but I couldn't. Shout out to him and shout out to him. Congratulations on 2 years. Of course, that's a big situation. But being out and about, bro, just hearing things. The last couple of days have been crazy. Hopefully you guys, I know the lighting's kind of crazy back there, but hopefully you guys can still see me. Gemini, what it do? Welcome to the stream, bro. That's why you never got on board with the flex. Have you heard what happened? It's crazy. I mean, it was good. It was a good thing to be on board with it. It might still be later down the line, but right now some dramatic changes just happened, and that kind of coincides with what I've been hearing and kind of something of what I said yesterday. How Shoe Palace is going to. How they are now switching up. They switched up their methods with these releases and these raffles. You cannot return them anymore. They're following suit. Same thing with WSS. You can't return the retros that you win there or you buy from there. You can't return them. So Flex has been a whirlwind. We do have a video premiere dropping at 7 p.m. So I will be ending towards before that. So if you have time, go ahead and check that out. I might be all over the place. I'm gonna try and stay calm and cool, collected, because it's just a lot going on, and it's an exciting time in a way. And it's not even good news. It's just exciting because it's like, wow, like out the drop of a dime, something else could happen. You know what I mean? So, basically, okay, so the Flex apps, from what I remember, you guys gotta forget the background noise. It's much earlier in the day, so there for sure will be traffic. I can't do nothing about that. But Flex supposedly was started to kind of like, well, one of the reasons why I was told they started it was to prevent people from hitting multiple pairs, to try to hone down on, making it more fair, giving more people a chance to get a sneaker from the Flex sites, from the footlockers, champs, foot actions of the world. That's what the Flex app was introduced for. It was supposed to kind of help that out. Help people get shoes as opposed to bots getting them all, or just people coming into the store and buying 5-6 pair. That was the initial cause of it. You build up your points, the people who spend with them, you'll get your couple pair, and then that's it. But I guess with every system that comes out, there's always ways to take advantage of it, or glitches, or things you can find out about it. So with the public, and particularly like resellers, because the general public didn't really get it, but the resellers and people who are reselling realize that Flex is all about the points. The more points you have, the more you hit on these things, which makes sense. It's a company, it's a corporation. They want to get you to spend with them, so why not reward the spenders? It makes sense. It does make people mad who aren't able to spend like that. I understand that gripe, but the world that we're in now, capitalism and just big bank take little bank, they want to participate and help and support the people who are supporting them the most. So then people caught onto that, so they start getting their flex up. Get your flex points up. Get your flex points up. That's how you get releases. Get your flex points up. Do whatever you got to do to get your flex points up. That's the wave. That's what everybody's really been on for the longest as of late, because that's how you hit on these releases. But I've heard two things happen two things I heard that happened today, and one thing I heard that happened a couple of days ago. That's they're trying to combat that, because with them trying to make Flex to, by them making Flex to try to make it even for more people to get shoes, people got smart and found out how to take advantage of the system, and it kind of maybe made it worse than it was before, because once people start realizing if I just have a big account, I can hit on multiple pair, not just one or two at one store, but you can hit at Foot Locker, Foot Action, and Champs, possibly grade school men's, or grade school men's Tyler PS. You could win 4 at one store and then go win 4 again, and another 4 again, another 4 again, because your account is so high, you'll win 12 pair, 14 pair of one shoe in all sizes, in different sizes, or different class of sizes, and you're cooking. When you guys see these guys out here, when you're either at the store yourself or in my videos, or just in general, when you see people at the stores coming out with big bags, a lot of bags, the point of that for them is to build the points. Of course, they're going to resell it. But a lot of times, people don't even resell them for the big margins. A lot of times, with building up the Flex accounts, myself included, people were buying shoes to break even or get $5 up. You know what I'm saying? Just to get those points, because when that next release comes around, you'll be pretty much locked in. Right? That's how it goes. It's just crazy though, because some people, you know, I don't want to say there's bad apples, because that's not the case, but people just get smart. They figure out ways to make things happen and work in their favor. So people got hip to just building accounts to hit. Then they got smarter and start building multiple accounts to hit multiple times. So as opposed to just getting maybe 6 over 3 over, as opposed to getting 6 on one app over 3 stores, maybe you might get 12 over 3 apps with 2. You know what I'm saying? Because you have multiple accounts. Not taking into the fact of how you set up your account, just trying to go out here and just come up, you know, which is good, but you got to be smart about these type of things, bro. Flex never helped anyone in Hawaii. I want the old rewards back. Hey, I hear you, man. You know, things might be changing for that purpose. You know, after I get into a little more of what I'm, you know, going to get to. Bucks are up on Brooklyn 28-19 second quarter. Daniel, good looking out, bro. Welcome to the stream and thanks for that information. I really appreciate that. Yeah, so people getting smart, people getting hit, open up multiple accounts, getting their points up to just cook, bro. People getting 12, 13 pairs on one release, you know, all kinds of crazy things, you know, and it's crazy now, man. Bubble, what's good? Welcome to the stream. I guess, you know, how do I say this? There's so much I want to say. I'm trying to condense this and say it good. You know, with Instagram and with sneakers and stuff, you know, Instagram is a way of snitching yourself, to be honest with you. Unless you're not like, you know, I don't know, bro, but I feel like it's a way to snitch on yourself. Even if you're doing things legit, it just puts you on the map. Maybe puts you on the map for somebody who didn't even recognize you or wasn't even looking your way for nothing, you know. You might think you're just out here doing your thing, flexing, showing how you're growing, but in actuality, you might be telling on yourself. You know what I'm saying? I won 10, 12 pair. I'm showing how I won 10, 12 pair. And then my picture has footlocker bags, champ bags, and foot action bags. And I got all one shoe in a bunch of different bags, but I put it on Instagram for the world to see and say cooking, or I'm chefing. I'm up here doing my thing, right? You know, that stuff's all tracked. You might even hashtag footlocker in there. You might hashtag some things that footlocker follows. And you got to understand these companies do have people, maybe not a lot of people, but they do have people who look into some of these things sometimes. You know, I won't say they have a big budget to have people sitting at home checking everybody's personal information. I'm not going that far from it. I'm not saying that, but you do enough, you can leave a paper trail or a cyber trail of what you're doing. You know what I mean? So if you have multiple accounts with the same phone number, that's not a good look. You can't do it obviously with the same email, because that's you know, that's what you have to do. You have to have separate emails. I don't know if the address is what something people can get caught up by or not, but I say all that to say that they are shutting flex accounts down. A lot of accounts have been getting shut down within the last few days, more so today. I've heard of people having problems with their flex accounts the last couple of days, but today I heard officially, like somebody I associate with or are familiar with, a big dog in the situation, got his accounts completely wiped out. He had 2 accounts. One account had 9 million points. One account had 8 million points. It's a lot of points. But you can imagine with that many points, how many one was copping, you know, on rare, hard to get limited shoes. Travis is hitting 4 or 5 pair on Travis's. You know how much I went through, or just in general what people go through to try to get a shoe like that. But you have accounts that's so strong, you can win multiple pair over, like I said, not all of them will be men's sizes, but you get like over the whole spectrum from men's in grade school and PS or toddlers, which is still good. You know what I'm saying? But could you imagine in the flow of things, spending about $150,000, $175,000? Because you got to think, them points, you know, 9 million points is equal to about 90K, right? I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's how it breaks down. Shout out to anybody in here watching the live stream. Hit the like button if you like what you're hearing so far. We do have a premiere dropping at the end of this live stream, or at 7 p.m., so go ahead and tune in for that too. A lot of good content there. But yeah, there's different things going on. You know, once I got the call about that happening, somebody else texted me a few minutes after, like, yo, did you hear about the Flex situation? My homie's account with 5 million just got shut down. So I talked to my boy, and he's talking about it, and it's just like, yeah, man, this stuff is crazy, you know. People not doing their due diligence, and then, like, what I mean by due diligence, having one number on multiple accounts, maybe having addresses that are the same that match up. Maybe you're somebody out there who switches the name on your account a lot. I'm hearing rumors that maybe going for multiple different sizes might be a flag for them too. I don't know. For me, I don't like the way that sounds because I go for multiple sizes for my members. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it. If it does, it does. If it don't, it don't. Ain't nobody tripping. But at the end of the day, this is just some interesting stuff. So for this Yeezy release, everybody that I know that had a lot of points did not hit. And usually my friends tell me they did not hit, but they might have hit on a PS or a toddler or hit on just one. But some of the big dogs didn't hit at all. And people with 400,000 up to about 1.5 million, a million or so hit. So that brings me to the second part of what I hear later on. After hearing the information about the first part, you hear about things happening on the East Coast and something about the algorithms being switched up with Flex on how they're selecting the winners now. And maybe this release was the first release or one of the first releases that they've shown us with. And I could even say that maybe it was even on the last release too, because now I'm not one that thinks that I have an account where I should hit every time. Like, I totally know that. I know people with bigger accounts that don't hit every time, so you can't expect that. But last release, I just heard a lot more people saying they didn't get that usually would get. And then this time, really, it was like the hammer was down. Like, a lot of people who had the high accounts had no shot, didn't hit at all. And then the people with lower accounts got through. I got waitlisted, but still didn't get through. You know what I'm saying? On common sizes or more sizes that have more volume to them, an 8 and 8.5. I didn't hit on either one of them. I got waitlisted and didn't hit still. Not tripping on that, but I'm just putting all the pieces together to see how this is actually taking place. So you got this happening with the Flex stuff, and then you hear things that are happening behind the scenes with, like, backdooring, people getting caught up, and people, you know, heads are rolling at different levels of the actual stores. A lot of changes are happening, and I feel like the changes that we are starting to see or that are happening now will take place for a few more months before anything. Because, for example, if they are punishing people for having multiple accounts or they're closing accounts of people who had millions and millions of points, you're going to have a lot of people pulling back from buying from Flex, because the whole point of buying at Flex and getting up your points is to get the releases. But if they're switching the algorithms and now that don't really matter as much, they're going to lose a lot of money. But it might take them a little while to kind of see that with their paperwork. You know what I mean? If you have everybody coming in buying stuff just to be buying stuff to get enough points, you're having all this volume. But then you shut that down, you cut that leg off to where people now feel like if they keep buying, it really don't help them still, because they're giving props or giving the shot to people with lower tiers anyway, who aren't shopping as much. That's the whole gist. If your account's low, is you just haven't shopped there as much as somebody with a higher account. So it makes sense for people who are spending with the store to get compensated, right? But then you have so many people on those levels who couldn't participate in that. And then you got the cook groups and stuff who I honestly say have a part in this. Because you got to think about it. You got the resellers who have the high accounts, so they're getting all the shoes. Then you got the cook groups who have their foot in the back door of all these stores and with the employees. So now you have even some employees who are on the outside looking in, getting more upset, getting more disgruntled. Hey, I'm an employee here. I've been working at this job for however long. I'm supposed to be allotted at least one pair of something, and I can't even get my pair. You know how many times I've been around the different stores because I'm cool and casual with a lot of different employees, and they say that. They say that they're upset because it's like, I can't even get my size. This is the most common shoe, and I can't even get my size because the groups are getting it, or because the Flex app, people with all the points. I've said that before. Like, an employee was complaining to me about how, like, the fights are getting crazy and the groups are really messing things up. And then, like, I had even said to her, like, well, you know, I guess, like, hopefully the Flex can help it out. By them having Flex points, you'll have it a little bit more organized. You won't have people come in for first come, first serve, because that's where usually a lot of fights happen, when you have first come, first serve on shoes and then people trying to cut lines. But if you have a reservation and you have to have the shoe in order to get the other shoe, like they do at Jumpman or like they do at Hollywood, you would dead a lot of the people trying to cut because they can't even get it because they don't have a reservation. You feel me? Oh man, I'm saying a lot in a small amount of time. I know I am. You know what I mean? Maybe you can rewind it, watch it back. I'll try to scale back, but this is a lot going in. It's exciting news, and usually when you say exciting news is a good thing, and I'm not saying it's bad. It's good that these bad things are happening. I'm not saying that. I'm smiling because I'm like, the old saying is all things come to an end. All good things come to an end. So, and this is one of those things. I don't know how much of an end it is, but I know it's a big end. It's a big change, bro. You feel like it is. You feel like this is good news. I'm saying it's going to level. This is their attempt again to level the playing field a little bit more. I'm just curious to see how it's going to fall, man. How is it really going to fall? We got some heaters coming out the next few months, like the next few weeks. So it really remains to be seen how that goes, man. People can go get a real job. Are you saying as far as like people who are resellers don't have a real job? And you feel like the stores will make their bread no matter what? I feel you. I feel like the stores will still make money, but you got to think, if you had an influx and you had a lot of people, not even resellers, but just people who want to give themselves a chance to win shoes, you have casual people already coming to their shop. Then you got people coming to their shop more for that purpose, and they're not returning the product because they'll lose points if they return the product unless they got smart and had multiple accounts and bought a shoe on one account and returned it on another account. I'm pretty sure some of that happened and they were catching that too, and that might have been another thing that got them upset. But you got to understand, there's a lot of people who normally probably wouldn't buy shoes that are starting to buy shoes because they're trying to build points to buy more shoes. And if you take that element away, yeah, they'll still make their money, but they're going to drop some percentages. And companies, no matter who you are, don't want to lose percentages. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about it. With that whole thing that happened with the VP at Nike, I mean, you heard something probably happened, but was there any concrete, hardcore evidence of how people reprimanded? Nah. Nothing set in stone that we could all see how it affected us and benefited us. It was just hearsay type things, and because the company says this is what happened, people believe, oh, that's what happened. See, they handled it. You don't know what the hell happened. You're not in there. You can go ahead and take their word for it, which a lot of people do. They like to just go with what they're told and say, oh, yeah, that's fact. Oh, they said it, bro, because they said it. They wrote it here in their article. That don't mean nothing. Smoke and mirrors, bro. Like, we're not going that route, but it's so funny when people can be so gullible. Like, they pick and choose when they're gullible. Oh, I don't want to believe this. Those people are full of shit, but then they'll believe some other stuff right off the bat. Like, oh yeah, this is the truth. This is what it is. So, just got to use your own mind and think about it. Let it circle in your brain and see what you guys think about it. Do I ever get hits on sneakers app? No, and I don't try. Me personally, I don't try because I'm never really ready for a sneakers app. The way my account's set up, how Kevin Hart said, the way my account's set up, it don't work with sneakers app because they're ready when I'm not ready, and I'm ready when they're not ready. I'll leave it at that. So I don't ever hit on sneakers app because I don't really go in there much. They're putting out some stuff too. Everybody's switching up some stuff. I guess people are starting to get tired of. I feel like this is the companies trying to put an effort to dead some of the biggest complaints, which is like reselling and botting. So I think they're all trying to come up with different ways to make it more legit, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like it's a forever moving goalpost, and once they figure out something, people will figure out how to finesse that. They're gonna switch over to something else. They're gonna figure out how to finesse that. Unless they come out with something that is finesse proof, I don't know what to say. Those white Jordan 4s drop next month. Those are fire. Curious to see what's gonna happen with that. James, what it do? Welcome to the stream, bro. Welcome. Harity, welcome, bro. Shout out to you. Hopefully work was good. Yeah, I came on a little earlier. I got a video dropping tonight at 7. Shortly after this, I got a premiere dropping in less than 30 minutes. But I was making some moves today, and on my way out and about, I got hit up from 2 people, and I told both of them actually that I didn't see myself going live today because, I had the premiere coming and I had some other stuff going on. But I got home kind of quickly, and this has just been on my brain, bro. And I usually like to do a live stream before my premieres anyway. And if I did a live stream after my premiere, it'll hurt my premiere algorithm because YouTube is just whatever. This is how it goes. So I came in here and snuck this in, crammed this in real quick, because I just had to vomit this out to you guys and see if what you guys are thinking, if you guys have heard of this stuff, and just get feedback. Because, you know, I'm not at all afraid. It could happen. It could, you know, because not everybody knows a concrete answer on why things are being shut down or why accounts have been shut down. It's just happening, bro. So, Harry, I came on because I had got word that some people's Flex accounts had got shut down, and also the Flex accounts got shut down, and there was a few other things. Backdoors getting caught up, you know. WSS or Shoe Palace not accepting returns. I mentioned that before. I'm sure people heard that, but yeah, one person I know, 3 people I know. One person had an account with 9 million. One person had an account with 8 million. And then the other person had like an account with like, I knew it was 2 other people actually. One with 4 and like one with 5.5. And accounts were shut down because of multiple reasons. Nobody knows for sure why, but everybody who I know had multiple accounts. I know, so that was one reason why that did happen, bro. And also, if you're somebody out there on Flex, there are Flex gift cards available. If you're somebody out there who uses the Flex app, there's like the $50 one or the $10 one available right now, depending on, I don't know what it depends on. Because I don't know why all of them aren't just available. Why are they available at different times? I wonder, how does that break down? A lot being spilled out my mouth, man. It's just crazy, bro. So imagine spending $170K, and then they just shut your account down. I feel sorry for the dude who that happened to, man, because anybody grinding at anything, because even if that is something that makes people mad, you still have to grind to get it that high. Oh, you grabbed your weatherman on sneakers. That's fire. Good job, Daniel. Flex app never worked correctly. It might start working correctly now, bro. Today could be that new day where things start to switch around for you. They're trying to appease that. They're switching the algorithms up to try to appease to more people who are on the lower tiers, because maybe they are looking at it as people who are true, just regular consumers. I mean, but you know what? It's so hard to say, because one person would say that the stores don't care who's buying as long as the stuff is being bought. Do they really care about how many one person's getting? But then you would say, yeah, that was the whole purpose of the Flex app being dropped. So that way, you know, to prevent multiple people getting shoes and taking away from other people who really want the shoes. So now it's up in a tailwind, a world spin. We don't know what's going to happen. I'm sure there's more details to come out. And maybe I didn't even say everything, but those were the things, that was the main thing about Flex switching up the way it's happening. So if your Flex is with low points, I still suggest you go make your attempts to try to go after these releases, because they might give you a chance to win. They also could be doing it too. People could be just panicking. They could be doing some switcheroos to make some people feel like, because here's one thing too. For example, with me with sneakers, like if I was ready and I hit more on sneakers, I would try more on sneakers. So if you got all these people who got hip to the program, and Flex is appreciative of that, they're like, yeah, we glad these guys got hip to the program. We're going to keep rewarding them, but we need to take a quick break to go ahead and get more people to join, because nothing's better than a new active user. The current ones that are already there doing their thing, you're expecting that. You always want to continue to get more people doing it. So if you flip the switch a couple times to make it to where the bottoms are getting more than the tops, when the bottoms get that, wow, whoa, hold up. The people at the bottom of the tiers, we got to pause that. The people at the bottom of tiers, you know what I'm saying, are not winning compared to the people at the top with the higher accounts. If you switch it once or twice and give some of the people with lower accounts wins, that will entice them to go spend more at the stores, because they might think of the old philosophy that everybody else used to get there. Well, if you spend more and you're more active, then you'll hit on more stuff. We were just talking about this topic when I was in line for those Jordan 1s and the Kobe's at Hollywood a few days ago in the last video. In this video that's dropping tonight, we were talking about that in the lines about, you know, the guys they were talking amongst themselves. I'm a person that usually when I get in a group of people, I'm more of a sponge than somebody that's out there just talking. I don't really ask a lot of questions. I just listen. You know what I'm saying? Because you can hear people talking and people asking questions. You can tell when somebody might tell somebody something to throw them off or whatever. So I just listen and absorb, and you make your own assumptions, or you make your own situation out of all the information that you gather. You know what I mean? And that's what a lot of them were talking about too. Having a lot of points is great, but you got to be active. You got to be active like all the time, you know, which can be a strain on a lot of people. A lot of people cannot do that. You know what I'm saying? But it also kind of confuses me. Shout out to Daniel, because you made the comment about they can go get a real job now. I hear you, because it comes, you know, it's like but that is a job too. It takes work putting in to get all them points. That's not just something you can get by sitting in there and just twiddling your thumbs and points come. You got to go to multiple stores, because everybody has different strategies, right? You get a shoe, break even, which means you sell it and get back pretty much the same amount you put in, and you get your points, you're happy. But, you know, some people are making a little money off of these things, you know what I mean? So it's a method to the madness, and that extra money can pay for stuff. Resellers, a lot of resellers aren't just, it's weird because resellers have a bad rap of just being like, it's weird. Resellers are a little bit of what people don't like about them and a little bit of not. A lot of resellers I know are hard workers, but a lot of resellers I know, or just resellers in general, are greedy. And greed is one of the worst things next to jealousy in my book. So those two things is something I don't like about it. Like the Flex app kind of encourages you to be greedy and selfish. You know what I mean? I don't like that. So with them helping the lower tiers, it'll spread the wealth a little bit and maybe turn some more regulars into more greedy people. I guess that's they want more greedy people. I don't know. Marcel, what it do, my guy? Squad in the building. Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? I don't know, man. Yeah, life's about to change. Everybody's gonna be fine. At the end of the day, as I was saying on the phone earlier, man, it's the wild out here. You have to be a chameleon and able to adapt no matter what's being thrown at you. And I feel like that is just, I don't know. Sorry about the light, man. I didn't even set up anything. But yeah, Daniel, exactly. Never paying over retail. That's very key. And here's the kicker to that, right? Because now I got this on me, right? So for your exact point is why some people I know build up their account, not for the resale purposes, but so they don't have to pay reset, so they don't have to pay, so that they don't have to pay the resale prices. You feel me? Because if you don't have a lot of points, then you're gonna have to go and pay resale. So if you build your points up enough, you get a chance to buy the shoe for retail. You feel me? So not everybody who built up a high account was for reselling purposes, to be dead honest with you. I know some people who got high accounts just so they can get shoes they want. And if you take that approach with it, hats off to you. That's the whole adjusting. It's not getting mad over something you can't really change. It's like, oh, that's how I get down? Okay, I see how it works. Now let me go ahead and get in here and work my way so I can get what I need. You know what I mean? It's not everybody goes with the approach of just trying to be greedy and lazy. I get it, but man, dude, this is just an interesting situation that I believe that this might just be the beginning. Hopefully I don't fall victim to anything. I've been doing everything pretty good, you know what I'm saying? So we have to see how it goes. But it's weird because my account's good, but not super good. And people who had way higher than me, when they went for the Yeezys, they didn't even get waitlisted. They just got rejected. At least I was still in the tier enough to kind of get waitlisted for 2. I don't know if that means anything or not. But it is what it is, neither here nor there. I'm looking crazy right now on camera. All you can see right now is my teeth. So I think I need to go ahead and... all this lighting, bro. I'm not going to be on it too much longer anyway because I got stuff to do. But, yeah, man. Damn, it's 47. Actually, yeah. So that's kind of the gist of it. I'm sure I'll go live stream probably tomorrow or something to talk more about it. Let me know what you guys think about it, of course, in the comment section below. Hopefully I see you guys in the stream. The premiere that's dropping at 7. We can talk about it a little bit more in the chat there if you want to. But a lot of things changing in the sneaker culture, some things I can't even mention fully yet until it's more out there and then it's more free, kind of open to the public stuff. But a lot of things are happening with that whole Flex, Footlocker, Champs, Foot Action things. You got Foot Action closing soon in some locations. You got points being switched around. You got algorithm switches happening too. Whole bunch of stuff happening with this Nike Flex stuff. So that's why it's always been important to give yourself multiple options, go to multiple different things to try to win, not just sneakers, not just Flex. Yeah, man, it's interesting, man. You know, for me, in my personal journey, with what I do as far as like with my retail arbitrage and all of that stuff, I had already been in the transition of not really even going to the Flex stores for retail arbitrage, even though it's good to go there because you can find a lot of deals. It's nothing better than finding a deal, a super deal, getting points for it, and making money from it, you know? But I don't know, bro. I'm very curious to see how this turns out at the end of the day, bro. Very interesting to see. Yes, indeed. We got 12 more minutes. I appreciate that. I'm about to get out of here and give you guys a chance to go grab some snacks or something like that because the premiere is about 20-something minutes long. Hopefully, you guys can come watch it for the whole time. If you can't, I totally understand. A lot of good content in there. A lot of good sneaker culture information, or a lot of good sneaker culture interaction. You know, things that should be done more in sneaker culture, and you guys will see what I'm talking about. It involved me getting my biohacks for retail months after they came out, which you can't really, you know, which don't really happen. But yeah, man, I'm about to get out of here. I'll see you guys in the premiere tonight. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this live stream. Until next time, we'll talk again. This is